What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all of the news after week number 13 of our Oakland Raiders franchise. The Raiders dropped another one. The free fall continues. I believe, if I remember correctly, that is 7 in a row. I thought we started 3-2, so I mean, it's brutal, you know. Coming into this season, we knew we weren't going to be a great team. But I definitely got a little bit higher expectations for myself after we started off 3-2. But since then, the free fall has been brutal, and it sucks and it's frustrating, but there are a few good things coming from this. We are going to have a pretty good draft pick, and I'm actually very excited about that. Because I don't make a whole lot of trades, you know, it makes it more difficult to build a team as quickly as I would like to. So getting a top draft pick is going to be huge, guys. We can get one of the best players in the draft, somebody that's going to be really exciting and fun for us to watch. And if I don't keep that pick, I could potentially stockpile another first rounder and maybe a second rounder. I don't know what trades I'd get offered, but it would be something that I would look into if there wasn't anybody I wanted at the slot. But either way, we still got a season to finish up, guys. We are 3-9 right now, and I definitely want to pick up some more wins before we get to the off season. I'm not tanking, like I'm not losing on purpose. I'm still going to try to win the rest of the games we have. But if I'm not beating the Rams, you know, I don't know how much hope I have. But look at this. Our schedule's been pretty hard throughout this season, I feel like. I mean, a lot of the teams we've played have had killer records, and it continues because this doesn't show everybody's record. The Niners are 9-3. The Chiefs, I believe, are 9-3. The Bills, I think, have a pretty poor record, but the Broncos, another 9-3 team, if I remember correctly. Actually, they might be 10-2. I don't know. Let's go back and look. I should have looked earlier. Where does it say? Anyway, whatever. Not important. The thing is, a lot of the teams we are going against in the season all have great records. It does not get any easier for us, ladies and gentlemen, but it's okay. I'm still excited. You know, we can continue to develop some of these young guys, and come off season, we're going to make so many changes. Like, you're not going to recognize half the people on the roster at that point in time. You know, people have been telling me, develop your wide receivers, because we really have had a lot of drops. I don't want to develop the wide receivers for one reason. I really don't know how many of them, if any, are going to be on my roster next year. Denarius Moore I'd like to keep. He's done solid. I mean, you guys know I love my app guys. Armani Edwards hasn't really delivered, so I don't even know that I'm going to keep him. Chris Owusu's been hit and miss. He's done very good in a lot of aspects, but he's struggled at points too. So that's another that I'm just kind of on the fence. Ultimately, though, I really don't know how many of those guys are going to be on the roster next season. That's why I don't want to put too much effort and hours into developing them. We're just working on corners. Our cornerbacks have been torched lately, guys. So I definitely want to get them experience. We need to improve our pass defense. We were doing pretty good for a few weeks there, but the last two have been so brutal. Definitely need to improve on that. Let's move forward. Let's see if we have any draft stories here, guys. Draft. Penn State defensive back Jonathan Greer picks off 3 passes on route to player of the game honors in his final collegiate game. That is somebody to keep an eye on. I love playmakers. I love guys that are going to get interceptions. And I was just talking about how poor my defense was. So let's go check him out really fast. I don't have a whole lot of scouting points to use. I think I'm going to wait until we get to the offseason to spend some of these when I have a better idea of what's going on. But let's go ahead and put a little target on this guy. I wonder if I've already scouted him. I may have. Let's look under available. Yep, I've already scouted him. Okay, well, let's check out his stats then, since we have looked at him already. Yeah, zone coverage A. This was the guy I was thinking about getting anyway. Man coverage B, zone coverage A. His catch is not that good. That was just kind of weird considering he just got 3 interceptions. But that's okay. We could definitely improve it. 22. So, interesting. I definitely need to improve that. Now, here's the issue. He is projected to go into the first round. Now, again, with my first pick, the guy I'm looking at right now is Jabbar Gray. I don't know if he's going to be available when I pick. Granted, again, I should have a pick before 10 when he's projected to go. However, if some team needs a wide receiver, he could go pick number 1. You know, you never know. So we'll see. I definitely would like to get him. Now, if I end up with like a top 3 pick and he is not gone, and I can trade down to maybe the 7th pick and then pick up some other picks, that's where it's going to get interesting. Would I take that risk? I don't know. We'll see if we cross that bridge. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Sliders. I definitely need to change some of these sliders, guys. It's been brutal. So QB accuracy is at 30. Part of me wants to change this, but I don't know that I'm going to. Alright, you guys have seen how crazy my quarterbacks pass sometimes, particularly Connor Shaw, when he'll throw like 15 yards away from the intended receiver. Derek Carr was actually guilty of it last game. However, they're not that great of quarterbacks yet. Derek Carr might get there. Connor Shaw's a very low rating, so the fact that he's throwing passes everywhere, it makes sense. It's kind of realistic, you know. That's what I want. I don't want Connor Shaw to be on target every single pass he throws. That wouldn't be realistic, you know. Otherwise, he might as well be a 99 overall. So I'm going to keep the quarterback accuracy there for now. Now, if it continues to be an issue as we improve Connor Shaw, we'll take a look at it again. For now, I'm okay with it. Pass coverage, however, I want to bump this up to 95. Our pass defense has just been silly bad. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. So we're going to give this a shot. If this does too much, we'll lower it. No problem. I really almost just want to put it up to 100. If I'm like, I really just kind of want to do that. But I'm not going to do that yet. We're going to play another game. And if this does not do anything, we'll try to improve it some more if we can. QB accuracy for the computer, I'll move it down there. It's not a huge thing. Wide receiver catching. Let's move this up a little bit more. The drops are too unrealistic for me. I don't like the drops at all. In fact, I might move it up to 50. I don't care. Any guy in the NFL, regardless of rating, if that ball hits your hands, I shouldn't be seeing 7-8 drops a game. Whatever it has been. It's been too many. So we're going to do that. And, you know, we'll see how that goes. Anything else that I would like to... Interceptions. I will move the computer's interception slider up because they have dropped a lot of interceptions, and if I make a bad throw, I want the computer to make me pay for it. So we will do that. Trying to make it a little more realistic. So that's going to be all that I changed for now. You know what? We don't really break many tackles. So I'm going to take their tackling down a little bit. The computer breaks a lot of tackles on us at 80. But we hardly ever break a tackle. So let's move it to 80. We'll see how that goes. If I just start breaking tackles left and right, I'll move it back up, guys. No worries. I promise. So, yeah. Those are the changes that I'm comfortable with right now. And we're going to continue to make some changes until we get a slider setting that is fair and realistic that we feel. So, awards. Let's check out the awards from last week. We'll just look at the weekly awards right now. Sean Lee, 7 tackles, 2 sacks, an interception. Dwight Freeney getting it done. 5 sacks and 12 tackles. Phillip Rivers, 3 touchdowns, 248 yards. And Drew Brees, 3 touchdowns, 312 yards. We'll just look at the MVP stuff right now. I'm not really going to get into all the divisional stats yet. Drew Brees leading the way with a 10-2 record. Peyton Manning, 10-2. So the Broncos are 10-2 since we were wondering about earlier. Vikings, 11-1. Adrian Peterson. Alfred Morris, Tom Brady, Jamal Charles, Matt Castle, wow. Mike Glennon, what? Mike Glennon, that a boy. Robert Griffin III, and Frank Gore. And let's see, what else did I want to get into today? You know what, let's try changing some of these prices around a little bit. I haven't messed with this as much as I would like to. Merchandise. Alright, somebody said if I lower the price of everything, that I will sell a lot more. 90? It still says decent value. Alright, I'm not going that low. We'll go to 100. I forget, what was I at? Average price is 100, so let's go 90. Let's go 24. Oh, I don't have... Oh, there we go. And you know, we'll just lower everything and kind of see what we can do with it. See if we start selling more. That'd be nice. Definitely need some more profit. Again, we'll just kind of see how all of this does. You would think Khalil Mack would be selling more. 250. And hopefully this doesn't hurt us too much. We'll see. Everything's going on sale. They're going on sale for a few reasons. One, we're not going to be the Oakland Raiders for many more weeks. And two, we're not winning. So I'm kind of begging people to start buying stuff so we can get a little more profit out of it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know. Hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because the 49ers are my favorite team in the NFL, and we get to play them next. Might not be a good thing. They're a pretty good team. But we'll give it our best shot. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you then. Later.